Hey, Jay. Very curious. What does beating Dillian Whyte for the second time in a rematch do for you at this stage of your career and your legacy? I know you're talking about everything you've accomplished and getting the respect you deserve, but what does it do for you right now?
The training, when you're fighting someone that's on your mind, like every day, yeah.
Yeah.
When you're fighting someone that's on your mind every day,
Number one.
you train. So it does a lot for my preparation. Like I'm pushing myself. So in terms of like my battle scars and you get that thick skin, that battle skin, like it'll be really good for me because fighting once a year, you become soft. You're not as tough as you was. So I'm getting that battle skin again. If I win in spectacular fashion, I think massive confidence booster. It gives us, me and Derek more bonding time to kind of perfect our craft. And it's just what I'm supposed to be doing as a warrior. I'm supposed to be out on the battlefield conquering. That's just what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm living my dream.
Absolutely. And you've been the face of the heavyweight picture for such a long time. And unfortunately, heavyweight boxing is having such a bad year in 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 contrast to such a great year for boxing in general. The rest of the top five, Fury, Wilder, Usyk, Ruiz, none of these guys have even fought so far this year. You're turning 34 years old in October. What are you going to do to make sure Wild and Fury are absolutely next for you?
I've got to beat Dylan. And let's say, even if I don't beat Dylan, I'll still fight these guys. Winning and losing just brings bargaining power to the negotiation table, but it should never dictate whether you fight a fighter or not, because everyone's still got a chance. So that's me. Look at Dylan. He lost executive amount of times, but he's still here. I've lost. I'm still here. So yeah, I'll fight these guys for sure. I'll fight these guys. But yeah, I agree. The last year, I feel it as well. The division has changed a bit. People are taking time out. It's a brutal sport. It's tough. And that's what I said in the Usyk too. We're 18 stone. If you know boxing, this is a new era of heavyweights. 250 pounds, 6'7", 300 pounds. It's a new era of heavyweights. Like look at Jarrell Miller, Fury, these guys. It's crazy. So people probably just need to rest their bodies. And I feel people they're not thick skinned. They can't take the constant pressure of like media being in their face day to day now. Like the first thing people wake up, they check their phone, it's constantly in their face. So sometimes people just need like a mental breather as well.
And you talk about a loss just hurts the bargaining power. Your stablemate Errol Spence essentially made a lot of concessions to make this fight with Terence Crawford that we saw last week. Unfortunately, he had a tough loss. What are your thoughts and assessment of Errol's performance, and what do you believe went wrong for him in the fight and perhaps even training camp?
I believe that's not the Errol we know. That's not the Errol we know. And I know he will be back better. Because it's like if you just look at it for what it is, and I rate Terence Crawford before this fight. Bud is an elite fighter, and so is Errol. Now, Errol just wasn't. I know that wasn't the guy that I've watched many a times before. I didn't see everything in training camp because we train at different times, but I did see him working hard. But I just, from a performance point of view, I think they should have confidence in themselves, knowing in the rematch, if they get whatever happened in the training camp, which was going wrong, if they get it right, I think they'll be able to give Bud a much tougher fight. And Errol didn't land on his back. He weren't knocked out on his back. He got stopped on his feet. So run it back. Let's go again. I think they should definitely go again. I don't think he should retire.
And lastly, for me, now that you've gotten a taste of the United States boxing culture, training culture, sparring, all that stuff, what would you say is the biggest difference of the boxing culture in the UK versus the United States?
Honestly, from my experience, I'm not going to speak on the whole of UK boxing before they all start attacking me. So I just believe the work rate. I believe American fighters, like Mexico, they have like Julio Cesar Chavez, Salvador Sanchez, like all these are fucking amazing fighters, like that lineage, that history. Like in the UK, we have like Frank Bruno, we had Henry Cooper. Like there are two, who else is there? Like our two megastars of the past, right? So America just has so much more history. You have like, obviously the fighters from the 40s and so on. So like you got just history, bags of history. And like a lot of the people from the era passed information on, which is still around today. So that's what I really appreciate about America is the work rate. I think they work a lot harder. Like a lot of Americans that come over to the UK, it's a shame, but they beat British fighters. That's why when I became champion, it was kind of like, man, fuck America. We are staying here. It was like, you know what I mean? I wanted to showcase that, like, we need to put some respect on the UK soil for a little bit. Shit. Yeah. Come, let's go. Kevin Johnson, Martin, you know, like, let's go. Now I ended up going out there. But it's just how funny how times change. But that was my ethos. I was like, okay, Americans are so well respected. We need to build our own respect on our own soil. But now I'm out there, I can see why they get the respect, because they put the top fighters, they definitely, it's not by luck, they put in work. They put in work.
Absolutely. And looking forward to having you back in America. I know the debut didn't go the way you wanted, but I'm sure you'll be another.
Back in Texas, man.
I'm sure you'll be a great attraction when you come back to the United States. Best of luck to you August 12th against Dillian Whyte, and looking forward to seeing you in these big time fights moving forward.
Get it.